We recognize Dr. King, whose voice and a vision for working people. It was a voice and a vision that brought civil rights and economic equity together. It was a voice and a vision that brought Christians and Jews and Muslims together. It was a voice and a vision that brought African Americans and whites and Hispanics together to find their commonality and common humanity. Now, I promised myself before this breakfast that I was not going to speak about any one current event. But our president decided to interrupt my pledge to myself. On a day in which we as a city take a moment to reflect on the message and the life of Dr. King. This city, founded by an immigrant from Haiti, this city, when he saw a lake and a river and the possibility from Haiti, those were the words that were spoken and the values that were spoken when Hitler put Jews on a boat in 1939 in St. Louis, the name of that boat, to show the world that nobody wanted Jews. And as it came to the shores, it was rejected because they did not want those people in this country. We are here on this breakfast because whoever's journey, whether it is across the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Rio, or up the Mississippi, Chicago is your home. We find common identity in this city. Our history as a city is welcoming people who believe that tomorrow can be better than today. And I say that as the son and the grandson of an immigrant who came to this city not just to flee the pogroms, but to embrace the promise of tomorrow. And it is more important than ever that we not take this breakfast just as a morning of reflection, but a lifetime of changing attitudes. We don't just do a day of service, but a lifetime of work towards justice. It is important that we also take an evening and not just read, but a lifetime of informing others of their better angels. It is important that we not just have this breakfast. It is because of Dr. King's timeless message of compassion and love and justice. And it is important in this moment in time that we remember it when those very values are under attack. Words that speak not just to our reason, but to our souls. A message that we are a brotherhood and a sisterhood, that we are united with one shared future, that we are united with one common destiny. Or as Dr. King said, we must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Each of us has a choice. We can be remembered because of our work and ingrained in the history books, or we can be seen as having our names in just the guest book. There's a reason Dr. King is in the history books. There's a reason that the man we honor today, Reverend Jackson, will be remembered in the history books. Dr. King and Reverend Jackson have appealed to what Abraham Lincoln referred to as the better angels of our nature. Dr. King and Reverend Jackson remind us of not only our common destiny, but also our common destination. They unite rather than divide. They build up rather than they tear down. And I am confident when we hear from both our imam, the apostle, and the rabbi this morning, that is the message we will hear. Because no matter what your faith, no matter your background, no matter where your parents or grandparents came from, We are one Chicago with one future. And that is the legacy and the future we recognize today. And our mission is to ensure that we do not just honor that here today, but we live that truth in our actions and our comments every day. And when we remember the voice and the vision of Dr. King, and when we honor the voice and vision of Reverend Jackson, we do it as a form of dedication, not just today, not just on Monday, but every day going forward. Thank you.